Good morning, beloved. Spend a few minutes dwelling in God's Word together on this Thursday, February 9th. Share a devotion from Christ in our home and our partners there at Augsburg Fortress. Be invited today to Deuteronomy. Looks like we're going to have Deuteronomy this week in worship. Probably. Yep. Deuteronomy chapter 30. So if you're going to find your way there, the first 5 books of our scriptures, I'll meet you in verse 15 of chapter 30 there. We'll read probably to the end of the chapter here. Join me, won't you? See, I have set before you today life and prosperity, death and adversity. If you obey the commandments of the Lord your God, that I am commanding you today, by loving the Lord your God, walking in his ways, and observing his commandments, decrees, and ordinances, then you shall live and become numerous, and the Lord your God will bless you in the land that you are entering to possess. But if your heart turns away and you do not hear, but you are led astray to bow down to other gods and serve them, I declare to you today that you shall perish. You shall not live long in the land that you are crossing the Jordan to enter and possess. I call heaven and earth to witness against you today that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Choose life, so that you and your descendants may live, loving the Lord your God, obeying him and holding fast to him, for that means life to you and length of days, so that you may live in the land that the Lord swore to give to your ancestors, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. Word of God, word of life. May it be so for you as you choose life today along the journey. Transaction or transformation is the title of our devotion today. It invites our focus to that 16th verse that we read there. By loving the Lord your God, walking in his ways, you shall live. We are used to many of our relationships being transactional. If we do our jobs, then our boss pays us. If we give money to the grocery store, then they let us take food home. But love isn't like that. Ask a well-cared-for child if her parent loves her, and she'll say yes. If you ask how she knows, she'll likely list things her parents do to care for her. It's not if-then. Parents don't do certain things to get something in return. Their actions are how they go about loving. It's easy to hear God's commands as transactional. If you follow my decrees, then you will be my people. But that's not what's happening. In this reading from Deuteronomy, and when Jesus gives the new commandment to love one another as he loved us in John 13 there, it's not conditional. By following the commandments, especially Jesus' new one, we live ever more deeply into relationship with God, finding the life God has already freely given us, which is how God goes about loving. An invitation to pray together. Nurturing God. By following you, we know you. Help us see your face as we live out your will. Amen. And as this day unfolds before you, be invited to continue in prayer for children who are not well cared for. May God continue to bless you with life in relationship with God, who is love. So God hold you, and we'll share some devotion with the Morrisons here tomorrow. We'll see where they are at, and we'll look forward to worshiping together on Sunday. Share this reading from Deuteronomy that you are now well prepared for, as well as others to give us life and direction along the way. Pray for CYFD, yes, who care for those who care for those who are not cared for well. And for, we'll gather at 9, and at 10:45, our 9 will be live streamed here if you need to be at home. And so we'll look forward to continuing to share this journey together in life and faith, beloved. Also, we'll gather on Saturday at 1 o'clock for the memorial of Herb Delker. So please be invited to come and celebrate one of our elders who lives triumphant now with God. God hold you, beloved.